Welcome back to Brain Bitesize. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of personality types, comparing ISFPs and INFJs. These two personalities may share some similarities but are also worlds apart in many ways. So, stick around as we explore the 10 critical differences between ISFP and INFJ personalities. Number 1. Planning things. ISFPs are spontaneous and prefer to navigate life as it comes. They thrive on improvisation and are not fans of rigid rules and structures. For an ISFP, the thrill of life lies in its unpredictability. They live in the moment, soaking up experiences as they come and making decisions based on their immediate feelings and perceptions. This spontaneity allows them to adapt to changing circumstances quickly but can also lead to a lack of long-term planning. Contrasting this, INFJs are meticulous planners. They prefer a clear life roadmap, meticulously thinking through their decisions to avoid surprises. For an INFJ, deciding involves a deep process of introspection and forecasting. Before moving, they consider all possible outcomes and how they align with their long-term goals. This careful planning helps them feel secure and in control but can sometimes limit their spontaneity and flexibility. Number 2. Expressing emotions. ISFPs are generally more expressive and compassionate, readily showing their emotions to those around them. This openness can make them seem vulnerable, but it's a strength that allows them to forge deep connections with others. They are often drawn to causes that resonate with their values, and volunteering or helping others is a common pursuit for ISFPs. Their emotional expressiveness and compassion make them excellent at empathizing with others and taking tangible action to help. In contrast, INFJs are typically more private about their emotions. They tend to internalize their feelings and spend much time reflecting on them. This reflective nature can make them seem reserved or distant, but they are deeply emotional individuals who simply prefer to process their feelings in solitude. Regarding social interactions, INFJs often prefer intimate gatherings with close friends where they can engage in meaningful conversations. Large social events can be draining, and they frequently need time alone to recharge. Number 3. Decision-making. ISFPs, with their preference for spontaneity, often make decisions impulsively. They lean on their immediate feelings and sensations to guide their choices. This doesn't mean they are reckless. Instead, they value the freedom to respond to the world around them in real time. Their decisions are driven by their values and how they feel about the situation at that specific moment. This spontaneous decision-making style allows ISFPs to adapt quickly to changes and seize opportunities as they present themselves. On the other hand, INFJs are meticulous and thoughtful decision-makers. They prefer to think things through thoroughly before making a choice. INFJs rely heavily on their intuition and need time to process information and consider all angles before concluding. They weigh potential outcomes, consider how their decisions might affect others, and strive to align their choices with their long-term goals and values. While this systematic approach might slow down their decision-making process, it ensures that when INFJs decide, they're confident it's the right one. Number 4. Dealing with change. ISFPs, with their love for spontaneity and adventure, adapt well to change. They view it as an integral part of life's journey, an opportunity to explore new experiences and grow. Their flexible nature allows them to roll with the punches and adjust their sails according to the winds of change. They thrive on unpredictability and often find routines mundane or stifling. For ISFPs, change brings excitement and fresh possibilities, making them resilient in life's inevitable ups and downs. Contrarily, INFJs generally prefer stability and can find sudden changes quite unsettling. They value structure and predictability, providing a sense of security and control. When faced with unexpected changes, INFJs may feel thrown off balance as they prefer to have time to prepare and adjust. They usually need time to process changes, especially when these alterations conflict with their plans. However, once they've had time to adapt, INFJs can navigate new circumstances with their characteristic insight and depth. Number 5. Paying attention to details. ISFPs tend to focus on the big picture, often neglecting minor details in favor of a broader perspective. They are more interested in the overall theme or idea rather than the intricate specifics. This approach allows them to remain flexible, as they don't get bogged down by the minutiae. They can quickly adapt to changes because they are open to every detail. However, this can sometimes lead to oversight of essential elements or underestimating the importance of thorough planning and execution. In contrast, INFJs are detail-oriented individuals who notice the little things others might overlook. They have a keen eye for detail and strive for perfection. This trait is evident in their meticulous planning and execution of tasks. They take the time to understand all aspects of a situation, considering each detail integral to the puzzle. This careful attention to detail allows INFJs to create comprehensive plans and anticipate potential issues. However, their desire for perfection can sometimes result in overthinking or stress when things are unplanned. Number 6. Taking criticism. ISFPs are generally more resilient to criticism, using it as a tool for self-improvement. They view feedback, even when negative, as a vehicle for personal growth and development. This perspective stems from their adaptable nature and their constant quest for self-discovery. They understand that constructive criticism can help them identify areas of weakness and work towards improvement. However, it's important to note that this resilience doesn't mean they're immune to hurt feelings. They strive to learn and grow from the experience rather than dwelling on the negativity. Conversely, INFJs tend to take criticism personally due to their perfectionist tendencies. They invest a lot of time and effort into their endeavors, striving for the best possible outcome in everything they do. As a result, criticism can feel like a direct attack on their competence or worth. It can be hard for them to separate their self-identity from the work they produce, making them sensitive to critical feedback. Once they process the initial emotional impact, INFJs can use criticism to improve and refine their approach. Number 7. Organization. ISFPs, with their spontaneous nature, often need to be more organized and organized. Their preference for living in the moment and focusing on the bigger picture can sometimes lead them to neglect the organization of their physical surroundings. They may not need strict order and tidiness as they are more interested in immediate experiences and possibilities. This lack of organization, however, does not necessarily mean that ISFPs are inefficient or careless. They might have their unique system of organization that may seem chaotic to others but works perfectly well for them. On the other hand, INFJs are known for their tidiness and organization. They prefer a structured environment where everything has its place. This inclination towards orderliness stems from their need for control and predictability. A well-organized space helps them think clearly and focus on their goals. It's not just their physical environment that INFJs like to keep tidy. They also have a penchant for organizing their thoughts, plans, and schedules. This meticulousness allows them to manage their responsibilities and anticipate future needs or problems effectively. Number 8. Leadership. ISFPs are typically more comfortable in follower roles, often playing supportive parts in a team or group. They are not usually drawn to leadership positions, as they prefer to contribute more hands-on, practical ways. This preference stems from their focus on the present moment and their desire for personal freedom. They value the flexibility to explore and adapt, which can sometimes be restricted in a leadership role. However, ISFPs can still lead. When they take up leadership roles, they are often empathetic and considerate leaders who prioritize the needs and feelings of their team members. Contrarily, INFJs are natural leaders with a knack for success in leadership positions. They are visionaries with a clear sense of direction, which allows them to guide others effectively. Their intuitive understanding of people and situations and their strategic planning skills make them strong and competent leaders. They can inspire and motivate their teams towards a common goal, creating a harmonious and productive environment. However, it's important to note that INFJs are often reluctant leaders. They don't seek leadership for power or control but want to make a positive impact. Number 9. Social interaction. ISFPs, despite being introverts by definition, can often exhibit more extroverted behavior in social settings. They have a natural ability to connect with people, embracing the spontaneity of social interactions. Their preference for living in the moment comes to the fore during these instances, making them adaptable and open to new experiences. This vibrant energy often makes them the life of the party. However, they still need to be in the mood for socializing. Like all introverts, ISFPs also need their alone time to recharge. In contrast, INFJs are typically more introverted in their approach to socializing. They prefer deep, meaningful, one-on-one conversations over large gatherings or superficial small talk. INFJs seek quality over quantity in their relationships, cherishing close connections with a select few rather than having a wide circle of acquaintances. While they can navigate social situations when needed, they often find solitude more energizing. Time spent alone is crucial for INFJs as it allows them to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with their inner world. Number 10. Conflict resolution. ISFPs, with their peace-loving nature, might often choose to avoid confrontation. They strongly desire harmony and prefer to steer clear of discord whenever possible. If a conflict arises, they might hope the issue will be resolved or let it slide rather than instigating a potentially uncomfortable conversation. Their emphasis on the present moment and personal values can sometimes make asserting themselves in conflict challenging. In contrast, INFJs are more likely to address conflicts directly. They seek a resolution that maintains harmony but also aligns with their principles. INFJs view conflict as an opportunity for growth and better understanding rather than something to be feared or avoided. This doesn't mean they enjoy confrontation. Instead, they recognize its potential for positive change. Their intuitive nature and strong sense of values allow them to navigate through conflict thoughtfully and assertively. They're not afraid to stand up for their beliefs when necessary, even if it means going against the grain. And there you have it, 10 significant differences between ISFPs and INFJs, their social interaction and conflict resolution approaches. These distinctions contribute to the unique personalities and strengths of each type. If you found this video enlightening, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our thought-provoking content. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from our curious viewers.